we'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Joe Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A handoff, running left, Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Henry. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Tannehill on 3rd down, and that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, Mahomes trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Rosa's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 5 catches, 70 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
He gets this one to Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A first down carry for Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A toss left. Henry. He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try the air now with Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and he's got the hook up to Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 now.
Mahomes, throw left side complete. That's Hill. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Mahomes firing complete.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
defensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's more. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Tannehill will get that complete to Reed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Tannehill's throw complete there to Moore.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On
first down. Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain down to about the 33. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's complete. It's Damian Willis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 44, Tannehill. Again, he finds more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's more. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Tannehill. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. That catch good for only a couple. Mahomes to throw once more. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Mahomes going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Tennessee offense set to go again.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's more. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Throwing again is Tannehill. They shakes, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Tannehill and the Titans down by 10. Less than 90 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Tannehill. Gets this to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Completes this one to Meredith. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Tannehill to throw.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call.
Hey, baby, this ain't no fun.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on.
day. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Brady now on first down.
And that nearly troubled, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you try.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brandon Stevens.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brady now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Brady. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Brady to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 38, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Now Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
They're going to get a brief pause in the action for an injured player, and I believe, yes, that is J.K. Dobbins, the running back. He's down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Now Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and a long way to go.
Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week. Now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd down at 5. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Brady. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Underneath here to Hill. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Winston now from the 50. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Jameis now on first down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Again, it's Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good.
And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead as we get you back over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa and rejoin Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Edwards off the option.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Winston.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. On second down, it's Edwards. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. From the gun, Winston. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Winston. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They'll run on 1st down. Godwin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Godwin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Looking deep for Adams. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And we'll see if he opts for a heavier dose of running plays, because running is where they've had more success than in the passing game.
And the way they've spread it around to different people running it as well. It's not just been one principal guy who's carried the thing and moved the game forward for them. Whoever has touched it has given them good yardage. I think he's going to stay with that game plan. It takes the pressure off of him as a thrower.
A team effort, and they're winning on the scoreboard.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
Third and long for Winston. Dancing to his left.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Uses the stiff arm. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now.
To throw is Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
be a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The Bucs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Brady again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. High throw, but he makes the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Brady. A giant hole up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what we thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Brady now on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Brady. This is Miller, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Brady.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brady.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Brady now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That escapes the sack. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it third down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Ravens, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bucs,
today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL
Sports. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Wentz's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The numbers last week for Tunyon: 3 catches, 51 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Wentz. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line.
Oh, he shifts past him. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man open, it's K.J. Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going for it all. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To the air yet again, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Watson now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. K.J. Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing now is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Wentz now to throw. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Here's Wentz to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Watson's throw there taken in by Dorsett. On 1st down, Galloway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Watson on first down. The left side, it's Dorsett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Watson. Open man here is Conklin. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
To throw is Watson.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only a yard there, now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Fourth down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Wentz, a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Wentz going to throw.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st down, Wentz.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle. That's caught by Taylor.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Now a timeout.
7 seconds left in the 1st half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the 1st half. His guys have the lead at the break as we get you back up to Lucas Oil Stadium and hand things over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle. Dorsett. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Watson. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll set him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Wentz quickly into the hands of Robinson.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Galloway. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Third and 2, Watson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Galloway. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll try the left side. Galloway. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Galloway. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Watson. Dorsett's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 10. 1:53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Back to throw. Wentz. Pass complete to Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw is Wentz. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wentz to throw. Finding Pittman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now here's a throw that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 4. Now Wentz. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wentz again. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they helped.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man is Waddle, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll run with Hunt. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 23 carries, 114 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
He'll drop to throw. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and dropped. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gay's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Miami set to take over. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for that? And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Full run show Fatukasi. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Throwing, Bridgewater. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Bridgewater now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw, Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Here's Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action now. Bridgewater. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Now Bridgewater. Able to find Shaheen here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like... And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 2. A carry here for Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll go again with Carter. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly. But that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. Forced. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll give to Hunt here on the option, and he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 28. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 2nd and 9. Carter once more. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. This will be caught just inside the 10. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Bridgewater on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 1st down, Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And again, it's Bridgewater. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Bridgewater.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the air again with Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, Clement. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now back to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll drop the throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's got long over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And this is caught by Parker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Bridgewater's throw here pulled in by Bowden. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On 1st down, it's Hunt.
What's the deal, dog?
The drive will start with an option going left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. He'll decide to keep this once more. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
Come on, dog!
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it third and long. On third, here's an option play right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness, heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the Dolphins now down 13-6, 36 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within one score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Bridgewater to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 16.
And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering the receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So it's a victory here.